how's everybody doing today? So, we got a new sword in. Different company. Decided to check them out and see what this company was like. This is closer to, you could say, $200 range, but when I ordered it, it was actually on sale. Like 20% off, I think it was. I'll put a link to it in the additional comments. So if anybody wants to check them out, you can, because it has, on Amazon it says it's handmade katana store, and then when you click on it, it goes to something called Lee Swords. So I don't know if they're a distributor or what. But anyways, just came in today and came in this styrofoam. Now you can kind of hear it bouncing around there. So let's open this up and see if it's worth it or not. This is a T10 blade. So we will see what it's like. The other sword we have coming from Murasame, it says it'll be in next week because it's coming from China. So we will check that out when it gets in. So not too bad. I mean, I think they had too much space in this, but it is wrapped up in actually a really nice bag. So let's get this off of here. I do appreciate the sword bags, because even though I have a carrying case, a soft one, for my swords, I do still put them in the sword bags. And we'll put this down here. So this is really pretty. I like this. It's got a bunch of flowers on it. So I really like that. It's probably imitation silk, which most of them are. But yeah, I really like the color on this. Looks really good. So let's take this out and see what it's like, shall we? Okay, so we'll put this right here. Let's get this wrapping off the handle, which we've got, which is kind of nice. There we go. Sometimes you get these just right where you can just peel them off. FedEx just came by. Something for my wife. So let's see here. Good tension. Doesn't fall out. Cautious, does it move? Yeah, you can kind of move the Ito a bit. It's got real Samigawa. So you kind of move it. You can kind of see that right there. Kind of, but it's tight. Some of it, you know, you can move, but it's not like hella loose. So, and of course, you know, they didn't get the pegs where it's totally completely like not covered up. So this is supposed to be an iron Tsuba. So, and it's flower, or no, excuse me, leaf design. Let me get that up there. Let's see if you guys can't see that. It's a leaf design. Like I said, real Samigawa. So, pretty nice so far. Matte black saya. So, and it's pretty damn nice. The Samigawa is the same as the Ito, and it's not like thin shoelace neither, not like on my Musashi. So the handle feels good. I kind of tell it's a little bit smaller, but it feels good in the hands. So far nothing's loose. Oh, it's got some really good tension on this. You know what? One thing I did forget is a tissue. So let me go get one. All right. You always think you have everything and then you realize you don't. I don't even have my tape measure like I like to have. But that's okay. I can put the measurements and the sori down in the additional comments for everybody. Not too bad with the Kawasaki. It's got a nice Hamon on it, and it's a real one. Let's get this up here. Yeah, let's bring this in closer. See if I can't pick up the Hamon on this. You can kind of see it. Probably see it outside a lot better. Nothing is moving. Slight little itty bitty gap on the hibaki here, but nothing bad at all. Where's the point of balance on this? So it's right about there. So that point of balance is way out that way. It's maybe 4.5, 5. Still not terribly bad, because you can feel it kind of front heavy. So might be nimble, might not be nimble. I won't know until I actually start cutting with it. I do like how it tapers more at the end here, because if you look at it, you can see where it's wide here, and it has that nice taper towards the end there. So just nice and straight. Let's see how sharp it is. Let's see here. Not the best paper cutter, but we're going to give it a try. Could use a stropping. Definitely. Towards the end here, it's nice and so it can use a stropping for sure. All right, so like I said, this is from Amazon. It's a company called Lee Swords. Not too bad. Might be a little, because even if I do it one-handed, I can feel the sword wants to tip down. So if you want to do a lot of cutting one-handed, you might get tired with this one. Probably be best to have two hands on this one, because you can really feel the frontness of it in it. Now, front heavy swords aren't bad because they help assist you in the cut. Too much frontness though, like I said, if you're going to do a lot of one-handed cuts, can tire you out. Hi Tomo. She's playing with her brother's toy. She stole it from him. Anyways, oh yeah. And the Hibaki has that, I guess they call it a leopard design. But it's got a nice sori though. It really does. I wish I had my tape measure. I'll have to measure that. Because like I said, the sori really, really helps in assisting of cutting with katanas. But yeah, I'll have to do some cutting with this to see after I strop it to see how it does. Fit and finish wise is not bad. I don't know about the glossy black, because the glossy black kind of makes it look toyish. Especially this high volume of a gloss. But it's okay. It's okay. For a starter sword, it might be alright. It might not, especially if you're not used to a very front heavy sword. Because you can feel the weight on this one. You really can. So, I don't know. Like I said, if you haven't handled a sword before, having something so front heavy may not be the best for you. You might enjoy it. I mean, it's going to have to be your preference. I think the Ito, it could be tighter, but it doesn't feel like it's going to come undone. And the Kashra doesn't move. So they may have glued it. The knots don't move. So, like I said, this was around 160 something. I want to say like 163, 165 dollars. See, with tax and everything, it would come out to be like 180, so close to the $200 range. And it was on sale for 135. So that's pretty good. And this is a T10 blade. Differentially hardened, of course. So, I mean, it's not like horrible. It really isn't. I'll cut with it for sure. You know, I cut with all my swords. So, not bad at all. Like I said, I mean, maybe for a beginner, this may not be for you. Anybody who's handled swords, you definitely, I mean, you'd be able to handle something that's front heavy. Because you don't have to use a lot of ump. You're going to let the sword do all the work for you. So, and it's got good tension in the saya. It doesn't fall out. In fact, it looks, the Koraguchi looks pretty darn clean too. So, not bad at all. Would this be, yeah, that's not coming out, guys. I mean, I don't know if you heard that click, but this has got some almost too much tension on the Saya. So that's kind of good, kind of bad. So yeah, I'll definitely have to strop this, see if it puts a refined edge on it. But it's not a bad sword, I would say, at all. For the price point, it's not garbage. I will say that. The only drawback I would say to it is you can feel that front heaviness in that blade. So they should have moved that point of balance back more when they were making it. Of course, the Shitadomes, these little guys right here, are just set in there. But the distance is not bad. Like on my Sawadi, it's back right to here on my Sawadi, so it's too far back. I forget the name, so what they call this. I remember Shitadomes, that's about it. But yeah, that Seigo gets tied in on my Sawadi is right here, so this one's actually up farther. So yeah, that's these swords, guys. Like I said, it's a little almost too much front heavy, but the fit and finish, not bad. Not bad at all. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the really high glossy, because there's variations of high glossy. There's really high glossy, and then there's glossy. I think this is more on the very high glossy part, and they could have toned that down. So, oh well. And I would have left the Minukis just like a natural color, because they're bamboo. They're bamboo leaves, which is kind of nice because it's a leaf theme. So yeah, definitely gonna be having some fun cutting with this and see how it performs. For sure, I'll soak some mats, some water bottles, and see what we can do with this thing. Does not have the edge like the Sawadi. That thing is evil sharp. So, like I said, I'll put a link to this, so if anybody wants to check them out. And they do have variation blades. Oh, one more thing, or a couple more things actually. For my cutting stand, if anybody wants to make one of those and you don't have a saw, Lowe's and Home Depot, for an additional charge fee, they will cut your wood to the length that you need. So if you don't have the power tools to cut wood, you can always ask them and they'll do it. Like, I think it's like an additional $5, I think. Don't quote me on that, I'm not sure. But yeah, so if anybody wants to build one like that, just make sure you know what your measurements are that you want, and they'll cut it for you. Alright, I forgot to mention that in the last video. Also, I want to give a shout out to Kingfisher. Go check out his YouTube channel, subscribe to him. He's only, last time I saw, he was 2 away from getting to 100. So let's try and get him there, okay guys? He's got a pretty cool channel if no one's ever checked him out. That's Kingfisher. So that's all I have for you guys, and take it easy.